Well, Mwakazi, we're still camped at Tala Township. It's one of the largest polling centers in Matungulu constituency. We've seen considerably large numbers of people coming here compared to the other polling centers. People continuing to stream in, checking for their registration, and then continuing on to vote. Earlier on, one of the contestants, Moffat Maitha, cast his vote at Wendano School. That's where he got registered, and he did cast his vote. He's one of the petitioners who went to court contesting the election of Stephen Mule, saying that his election or his announcement as a winner was irregular. Today he cast his vote. He wants to be the Member of Parliament for Matungulu. He hopes to win the largest number of votes. Of course, there are other contestants as like Tom Musau, who is expected to cast his vote at 9:30, between 9:30 and 10. We also have Stephen Mule, who is expected to cast his vote between 10:30 and 11. Let's just take a look at that clip of Moffat Maitha casting his vote at Wendano School. That's Moffat Maitha casting his vote at Wendano School, where he registered as a voter. This stream is for people with the surname starting with M, and we're seeing the largest queues because Mwakazi, as you know, most of the constituents here, their name starts with M, so this would be the longest queue here. The process here, as I had mentioned earlier, you will walk in, you will have your name checked on the electronic register to verify that it is indeed you who registered. Then they will verify with your picture on the manual register and then proceed to give you the ballot paper. This old lady has come with someone to assist her to vote. She will be assisted probably by a relative to choose the person she wants to be the Member of Parliament for Matungulu constituency. There are two polling booths there, so two people can cast their vote simultaneously. We also expect, as she's being assisted, the party agents are there to ensure that her decision is what will be reflected on the ballot paper. The presiding officer is also at hand to ensure that no rules are broken. So we have the party agents, we have her assistant, and the presiding officer overseeing that process. Compared to the March 4th election, where we saw the electronic register really encountering major problems, we haven't seen any hitches yet here. Everybody who's been registered to vote in this polling center has been verified using the electronic verification machine. So we have all the party agents overseeing this process. She will come and cast her vote in the ballot box and then proceed out. It's a process that seems to be running pretty smoothly, Mwakazi. The queues are not as long as we had expected, probably because people have to go into their workplaces. Those who came in earlier, we spoke to them, they're saying they wanted to be here early and then proceed to their workplaces. We're hoping as the day progresses, we'll see more people showing up to cast their vote. But in other polling centers, we understand the turnout is really, really low. For example, where Moffat Maitha was casting his vote, the queues were, people as few as very few, actually. I can't even estimate a number, very few, Mwakazi. But we hope that this will improve as the day progresses. There are 47,000 registered voters in this constituency. It's one of 8 in Machakos County. It was the first constituency to lose a member of parliament through a petition. They've been without a member of parliament since July 30th. So this really is an opportunity for them to get a leader who can address the issues they want addressed. We'll definitely be getting clips from other polling centers. There are 101 of them in this constituency with 119 streams. And so far, we haven't encountered any challenges, any security issues. Yesterday, the IEBC commissioners did mention that 254 security officers have been deployed across the constituency. We have 234 presiding and deputy presiding officers with 362 polling clerks. There are three contestants whose names are on the ballot paper. That is Stephen Mule. He is defending his seat after he lost it through the petition. We have Moffat Maitha, who is vying for this seat on an ARC ticket. And we have Thomas Malinda Musau, who is vying on a New Democrats Party ticket. According to the IEBC commissioners, they expect to have gone, the election to have gone well and started counting the votes by about 9 p.m. They were saying they should be able to know who will win this election by about 9 p.m. And of course, we'll be covering this election throughout the day and bring you up to date with details as they emerge. Mwakazi. Speaking to the IEBC commissioners yesterday who showed up at Tala Secondary, where the tallying center will be, they want every voter to go home after they've cast their vote. That is at 5 p.m. Wait for the results. They will be receiving results from each of the polling centers at the tallying center. That's where they're going to combine the results and give people the final result. Of course, they don't expect to give certificates to the winner tonight. That will take a process after they get all the Form 35s so that they can give the certificate to the winner. So he says by about 9 p.m. they will have known who will have won this election. So we should just have the results early, as opposed to the general election that took long because there were so many people that were being voted for. This shouldn't take long. By 9 p.m. we should know who has won this election. For them, it's easy because this is the second time they're participating in this exercise, having voted in the March 4th election. They're saying it's much smoother. Even the election agents are saying it's running smoother than it did during the general election. Those who are waiting to vote are saying that it's moving faster because the people they have to vote for are less. They're only voting for a member of parliament. So it's not taking them long on the queue as opposed to what we saw on the March 4th elections. So it's going pretty well. They don't have to wait long. So it shouldn't, they shouldn't be here for long. Well, he's vying on a wiper ticket that's under the CORD umbrella. He says that him losing the election through the petition wasn't done justly. He says it was a political move. He is sure that he's going to win this election, but you see, we cannot foretell that. We have to wait for the election to be concluded and also the votes counted to see how it happens. But the people on the ground really are not interested in what party people are standing on. What they want are issues addressed. And as you're aware, the Ukambani, the main problem here is water. The ladies I spoke to yesterday have been saying that the water they have was drilled years back, and that is only enough to serve them in their households. It's not enough even to start farming or something like that. They have to go to really, really far places for them to get their produce and come and sell to people here. So they just, for now, they're saying they're tired. They just want those issues addressed, and whoever will be able to do that, that's the person they want to vote for. They are working on the manifestos they gave to them. But you see, they can never tell until they have someone in office. So we'll wait to see how this plays out, Mwakazi. Like I said, there are 254 security officers who've been deployed throughout the constituency. I've seen a number here. They don't have much to do because we haven't experienced any security concerns. They walk in, they're directed to the various streams where they're supposed to cast their vote. So there's not much of a security concern yet. We don't expect any, and we hope it stays that way. I will take you right to where it's happening. This lady here is placing her thumb on the verification machine, waiting to see if her name is on the register. And yes, it is. And then she will proceed. She already had her name confirmed that it's on the manual register. So it's working well compared to what we saw on March 4th. We haven't seen any hitches yet. And it's the same in the other streams. We haven't received any complaints in the other polling centers. So I think it's a system that has been fixed. Whatever issues it had, it appears to have been fixed. Mwakazi. Yeah, I just got that information as well, Mwakazi. We understand there are a few people that have been arrested for bribery here. I will get more details on that. There are police officers outside. I think they're handling that matter. As soon as I get information on that, I will relay that to you, Mwakazi.